we had this book about like bugs and
Plants.
And what me and Janelle found out is that at the back of the book it said Chick-Fil-A on it.
Cool.
And Chick-fil-A. Don't forget.
What I decided to do was just reach out to the high schools, churches and things like that, and just say, hey, we have this program. We want to serve in some capacity, and we want to teach the kids within the community how to be better at giving back. And so will you partner with me? And it was just great. I mean, we had Miss Patterson out of Linden High School. It was just amazing, and she really took the bull by the horns and made it a priority and made it important.
My name is Shimona Patterson. I'm a social worker at Linden High School. I'm here to state that we are excited to have been selected to participate in our second year of the Chick-Fil-A Leader Academy Club. Our Chick-Fil-A Leader Academy is a national program that empowers high school students to put their leadership principles into practice through several student-led community service projects along with monthly Leader Lab meetings.
Yeah.
So that's 1A.
That one that they have.
Partnering with Marlon Terrell, our sponsor, has been a privilege because his visions and values that he would like to see instilled in our students align with our vision for our future leaders here at Linden High School.
I'm originally from Dallas, Texas. That's where I started my Chick-fil-A journey. I worked at a Chick-fil-A in high school while I was there from 16 to 18, and then I went and served in the United States Navy. So I did the Navy for about 24 years. Of those 24 years, 6 of them was in the reserves. And so that time while I was in the reserves is when I opened up my first Chick-fil-A restaurant in 2015 out here in Woodbridge, New Jersey. And then shortly thereafter, in 2021, I opened my restaurant here in Linden, New Jersey. And just during that time of serving in the military, thinking about what I wanted to do beyond the military and what my real purpose was, and spending that time and learning like why God put me on this earth, if you will, it just drove me to serve people in my community, and I wanted to keep doing that just like I did in the Navy. Sometimes you're born with this idea that you have a greater purpose, and sometimes you learn along the way. I would say my mom was that mother that she just cared about every single person in my family. I grew up with cousins living in my house. I was the only child, but my mom just ingrained with me that we have a responsibility to everybody within our family. And she also served in the United States Army. And so I think it's kind of just part of the blood, if you will, fabric of our souls. And then I read Purpose Driven Life. It was around probably 2005, 2006 by Rick Warren. And then I really just kind of learned about, you know, what am I supposed to do? What am I put on this earth for? And after just kind of going through that, I decided that that's it. It's just to be the best I can be for the people around me. And so I just continue to try to do that every day.
Since last year, with the implementation of the Chick-Fil-A Leadership Academy, I've seen tremendous growth in our students with their level of commitment to the community, civic duty, and overall leadership moving forward within their career. I am very thrilled and happy with the progress of the Chick-fil-A leadership program, and I'm looking forward for more success in the future.
So the first service project is the Million Book Giveaway, and Chick-fil-A provides books for that project. So behind the scenes, our students sort the books by grade level, by class, and then they pack them and make a nice little package, and they put inspirational messages inside. And then we go to elementary schools in the district, and the students give them out to the students and read to them and get to spend the day with them, which is the first project.
So I've been in this program for 2 years, the Chick-fil-A Leadership Academy. And at first, I didn't just join, I was selected to join by one of my coaches. And at first I was kind of questioning it. I was like, Chick-Fil-A, like Leadership Academy, and like what's this going on? And then we started going on throughout the year and I saw what was going on and I really started to enjoy it. Especially what we're doing now when we're coming to the elementary schools nearby to read to the children and like have this interaction with them. That's what really got me hooked. And then we kept going throughout the year and we had our Do Good December project, giving gifts to families in need, excuse me. And then we finished off the year with our student versus staff basketball game last year.
So the student versus staff basketball game, I think, is a great end of service project. The students all year have been working on different aspects such as team leadership, communication, skill building, and leadership skills that they fully put together by getting the whole school together to work for one goal. The kids really did a great job. They took lead roles. They had different committees. They reached out to certain kids. They went out to other schools. They went on social media. They did as much as they could to sell tickets to make this as big of a project as possible. And they did it with great success, I would say. Everybody had a great time. My own kids came. It really was a great day. It really brings in the community. We had the little kid dancers. Like I said, a bunch of parents, people who normally wouldn't be at the high school, got to see the high school kids in a positive light and bring just positivity to the community. What was a funky afternoon weather-wise, so it was nice for everybody to come and be together.
It's crazy because somebody came into the classroom that I knew. It's like a new experience for me to interact with older students and learn more about them.
I remember about that day that they came and read with us, and I read with them too, and it was really fun.
Reading to the kids is like they're looking up to you, and you like to see the smiles on their faces, how excited they get when you go there.
One thing is that we went down to the elementary schools and were able to read books to the little kids and being able to see a smile on their face, along with the giving tree and being able to get donations for the families in need.
With the giving tree, we get to get that sense of giving back to the community and helping others.
We have a total of 24 families, but in total we have about 66 children to complete the bags for, right? So how we're gonna split this up is we're gonna split you guys into two groups. 22. What is this? So this is family 14. 14.
The first time I met with them, it was eye-opening for them because they don't even know why they're there. They just know that they signed up for this program. And it was really fun, and it's always fun for them to see a local business owner that's really pouring into them. I think they kind of appreciate that. At the end of every one of those talks, when I start off the Leadership Academy, I get the chance to meet these great young people that are looking for a job. And so they approach me afterwards and they're asking for a job opportunity at Chick-Fil-A if we're hiring and things like that. And so that's really important to us because we get the chance to find, connect, meet this great young talent and bringing them into our business and show them what Chick-Fil-A is really about.
This program is beneficial as far as to the school as well as the community. It's not just a school-based thing. Like I said previously, it's turnkey. Your kids will learn how to be leaders. They will learn how to work with others. They will learn about various cultures and, just the core things that are needed to be an adult. So they learn a lot here. We use our leadership labs. We also do a million book giveaway. So they're giving back to the community, which is so important for growth for children.
How did you feel about the high school kids coming to read with your class?
I felt happy because I think it was like my first time for them coming here. I felt very happy.
Why did you feel so happy?
Because they came and read with me, and I read with them as well, and the fact that they were very kind to me was very enjoyable.
This is such an amazing opportunity for our students to see these high schoolers here and incorporating the importance of literacy and reading. I've had the opportunity to know a lot of these students as their vice principal at school too, as well as at the high school, and to see them here as role models and reading to our students and going over the importance of social emotional learning with them. Now these children have something to aspire to, something to look forward to, something to work towards for their future. So it's really nice to see this full circle experience for the high school students to touch the little ones and for them to have something to look forward to in the future.
Personally, with my experience here, I've grown immensely as a leader, going from last year being a junior to now being my senior year. I think it could be one of the main reasons I was the captain of the football team that helped me become a leader. It just gave me a lot of traits that I picked up throughout the program to help me into my leadership.
Personally and socially, the program has helped me gain confidence, leadership, and has me going out of my comfort zone.
Personally, it's impacted me because I feel like I'm more outgoing. And then socially, it showed me that I want to keep working with kids and being able to help others even when they're in need.
From what I've seen so far, already this year and from last year, I think it has even a bigger effect on the kids than it does to us. The way, you can see the smiles on these kids' faces and how eager they are to want to talk to these high school kids and talk to these older kids and want to learn and have this experience from them. I think that's probably the best part of it.
When I'm in high school, I would want to visit the elementary students because I want them to feel how I feel.
So this is such a great experience for the kids. It's fantastic that they get to work with high school students, and they're working with them on skills that they get to do here as well. So doing circles and doing activities with each other to grow their own leadership skills while working with the older students is fantastic for them. It was so nice to see how excited they were when they came in the room, and I think that they're getting to see a little bit of themselves and what they can do in the future.
Well, I think the legacy that the students pass on is simply just the experience itself. It's hard for a young person to forget those moments when someone poured into them. So I think that's really most important. But as far as the students themselves, I hope that they move forward with the legacy of service and knowing that they have a bigger purpose and they should continue to serve people.
But I'm here today because I am so excited that our high school students are going to be working with you today. This is part of their Give Back program. We built a partnership with Chick-Fil-A that they care about the students. So those are yours to keep. So enjoy, everybody, okay? What do you guys say? Thank you.
At Linden Public Schools, we value how community partnerships enhance learning experiences. The Chick-Fil-A Leadership Academy provides our students meaningful opportunities to develop servant leadership skills. Through this program, students gain essential interpersonal abilities that help them grow into engaged, productive global citizens. We appreciate Chick-fil-A's commitment to fostering these important leadership qualities in our student community.
Oh man, when we think about impact, I think there's so many ways in which they can impact, but I think it really comes down to each one of them in their unique purpose and their unique way, but I do want to see them make a difference. I do want them to see all of them make a change in the world, and I want them to do more than just make that change within their households. Because I think as these young people grow up, this is one of those tools that they'll experience and remember that, yeah, I do have this household that I lead. I do have this household that I'm a part of, but there's a bigger world out there and there's more to do, and I need to be part of changing it, and hopefully they take that forward with them.
Did you think it was a cool experience?
Yes. I do not want to miss the class photo though. Me too. The class photo. They're going to take a picture of our hand. What do you mean about that? My thing. My pillow. Thank you.
I mean, doing all the activities gives us a sense of empathy, service, leadership, and responsibility and teamwork.
The favorite part is that we all gotta have fun together at the table. I enjoyed about reading the books and answering the questions.
What I would do with my own table is that I would read with them. I would help them if they don't know a word with the book, and they would read with me, and if they didn't really know how to read, I would teach them.
One thing that made me decide to come back to the program was the community and helping out others and being able to be there for people who are in need.
A lot of our students gained some crucial skills, better communication skills, more independence, those core leadership skills that they can kind of turnkey, that they can use outside of just school. Grades improving, disciplines are improving, learning time management. So there's a lot of skills that are learned within the Chick-Fil-A Leadership Academy that they are able to turnkey, which is important in life skills,
My philosophy in leadership is, I could talk all day about it honestly, but really my philosophy in leadership is really about caring for the people around you and including them in the process. Because we want to encourage them, we want to be enthusiastic, we want to make sure they feel welcome, and we want to make sure that they have a voice. And so when we can do all those things and put them together, then we can have the best organization possible.
Overall, I like to see our students be successful. I would like to see our students be able to problem solve, make decisions, but also step out and advocate for themselves and be what our Chick-Fil-A Leader Academy program offers, be leaders.
When I'm in high school, I would love to read with the elementary students.
Because?
Because it would, they read with me, I would love to read with them.